Is Mystic Meg about to get it right for semi-final 2? Let's find out. Roll titles. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. I am Eurovision, and welcome back to a brand new video where it is time for my predictions for semi-final 2 qualifiers for the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest. And if you want to check out my first semi-final predictions video, it is right over there. Do I need to do my little disclaimer and what I need to say about my predictions and stuff like that? Well, be sure to check out semi-final 1 for the disclaimer, because I'm not going to repeat myself. Let's just get on with the video because, hey, export and stuff like that. But before I quickly get on with my qualifiers, a quick reminder of all of the countries participating in semi-final 2. We have San Marino, Estonia, Czech Republic, Greece, Austria, Poland, Moldova, Iceland, Serbia, Georgia, Albania, Portugal, Bulgaria, Finland, Latvia, Switzerland, and Denmark. Starting off with my first qualifier for semi-final 2, it is San Marino, whatever it is in French. You're an adrenalina. I mean, you've got to have a little bit of boppiness and then stick it in the rap good. You know it's all good. Dibby dibby dooski. I can't rhyme. It's a qualifier. I mean, it's first up in the billing. Everybody's going to remember it well. Flow Rider's going to kick the house down in Rotterdam Ahoy. Almost forgot the venue name there for a minute, but it is going to kick the house down and blew that roof off. That is for sure. It's a banger, straight off the bat. San Marino, no messing about. I mean, you haven't got a good history. I will grant you that, but it's a banger. It's going through. Of course it's going through. So for my second qualifier, it is Greece. La Grèce. Oh, actually, you know what? You never fail to disappoint us. You will... Having thought about it very carefully between Stefania's tracks for 2020 and this year's is slightly better. I'm not going to deny that. Let's dance, ba-da-da, oh, 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 oh. Okay, you get a little clichéness involved, but nevertheless, it's a banger. And hell, Stefania is my little crush this year. I am not going to lie. She is amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I could have thought of better words there, but I'd rather not because I choose to. And besides, it's in a solid position as it is anyway, and will stand out from its first half no matter what. Greece is going through La Grèce. Now, time for the first of my toss-ups. My third qualifier from semi-final 2 is maybe not so much of a toss-up, but either way, Moldova. La Moldavie. It's got a good history, a fairly rich history actually, and considering the song connotations itself, despite what the title will say, hey, who doesn't like a bit of sugar? But hey, the saxophone part of it will get people hooked. I understand she's not the best performer live, but I think the saxophone bit will help it go along. As long as they get the choreography right, and as long as they stick some freaking ice cones on those backing dancers, I'll be hooked. That's for sure. I mean, joking aside, I think it is a bit of a banger. Moldova, I think, will sneak through. So Moldova, La Moldavie. My fourth qualifier for semi-final 2 is Iceland. Yes, okay. It's not as good as Think About Things. Pure and simple, we've all established that. But it's unique still. It's Davi Freya's style, which everybody freaking loves, including myself. Hence why it did get my 1 point, but unfortunately it's just outside of it. But nevertheless, it's going through. I mean, who doesn't love this? And of course, the sentiment about it is great. I mean, the bit I like about it is the slight mini drum solo in the middle. It goes. But yes, Davi and Gagna Magnid, I think I got it right, will progress with Iceland. Of course it's going to. It's a stand-up piece. Iceland, Eastlander. Off you go, into the final. Sod off. Now then, I changed my mind in regards to the next qualifier. And as much as I am not a fan of the song myself, Albania, you have a good record in the contest, so you are my next qualifier. It's completely not a standout song. I know it's got its own sort of uniqueness, and of course it's Albanian-esque kind of style. It is typical of what they would send in the Eurovision Song Contest, but it's a style that works. And I hate to say it for my own personal sanity, but it's a thing that works. And as much as I'm not going to be that keen on it, Albania will qualify, and I think it will surprisingly do better than what most people say it will. I reckon maybe if it, assuming it does qualify, it will probably come a solid 15th place or something like that. They'll probably come up with some standout performance. I mean, she's certainly got some standout performances on her, that's for sure. As well as good choreography and good staging. I reckon Albania is going to sneak through. So Albania, Albania, I think will qualify. So on to my 6th qualifier. It is Portugal. I think this is actually going to sneak through, and I'm actually dead excited to say that, because it is a simple song which I think will drag people into it. As I know everybody keeps going on about fantastic staging, good choreography, but sometimes even the simplest of songs, you better believe it, with Satellite, can be very, very catchy and very, very eye-drawing. There's a lot of sentiment with this one, especially given its story. I know it's in regards to prostitution, but oh well, you know. whatever floats your boat, I guess. Black Mamba, and Harry's got a cool hat, so yeah, I'm gonna be bold and say Portugal going through. Yes, I like it more than others, but yeah, I'm gonna say it. Portugal's going through. La Portugal. My 7th qualifier is Bulgaria. La Bulgarie. As much as I am actually really not that much of a fan of the song as much as others, it's still a stand-out song compared to the rest of the field. Victoria makes it her own. I know she gets comparisons to Billie Eilish, but in a way that's kind of a good thing, especially when you get compared to a major artist. Bulgaria. Victoria, for Bulgaria, will sell it out in her own unique style. At the very end, I think it will qualify. Of course it's going to qualify. It's not even I think, I know it will qualify. Bulgaria, Bulgaria, simple. Off you go into the final. My 8th qualifier, possibly unsurprisingly of them all, is my favourite song of the whole entire contest, Finland. Put your middle fingers up if you want to see this in the final, because I think it will. I know it will. I know it will. The camaraderie's great. Yes, I know they get compared to another good rock band. For some reason the name escapes me. But again, to be compared to a great, well actually a few great rock bands have been compared to, is still a massive great thing. You know, people will probably slay it, but it's always a good thing in my eyes, because at the very least you get recognised for that sort of thing, which will be good for Blind Channel in this case. I almost forgot the band name there. Yeah, let's join the dark side and give that dark side straight into the grand final on Saturday from semi-final 2. It's going through, of course it is. And so my final 2 qualifiers. First up is Switzerland, because quite simply it's one of the favourites. It's of course going through. I like it a lot. It's actually in my top 10. Deserves to be in everybody's top 10 for that matter. It's going to sail through. John will sell it. I mean, it's got a lot of Duncan Lawrence vibes about it, but hey, to be compared to a winner, no less, is very good. For some reason I can't see it winning myself, but it's a qualifier. Of course it's going to qualify. Off you go, Switzerland. Meaning that the final qualifier for semi-final 2, surprisingly of all, will be Denmark. La Danmarka. It's a song that's growing on me, pure and simple. It's got a lot of like Sonic soundtrack vibes about it. I've just got that feeling it will. It shouldn't. You know, honestly, it shouldn't flipping qualify from any modern Eurovision Song Contest, but The more times you hear it, the more it gets you, and it's in a very good position in its second semi-final to go last up. I can't see why actually it shouldn't qualify. I mean, this is a few reasons why it should. I mean, why would you want to listen to the song from the 1980s in the current Eurovision Song Contest vibes? But I think this will catch people out. I really think it will. I really want... obviously I want it now, actually, to qualify. And I think it will. Denmark's going through. So to separate the wheat from the chaff, if anything, second semi-final, I think we can all agree is a little bit more easier to weed out the ones that are good and not so good. So yeah, honourable mention to the non-qualifiers in this case. Estonia, especially being second up, come on. It's just not that catchy enough. You're trying too hard. It's just not going to go anywhere. Czech Republic could potentially qualify, but I reckon it's going to miss out simply because of their track record. And as much as some people are rating Austria, most others aren't, including myself. So and it's in a bit of a bad position as well in the first half. So sorry, Austria. Poland, see ya, bye. Serbia, another toss-up, but I'm going to say it's just going to miss out. It's not as good as Hasta la Vista. And as much as the choreography and the looks are relatively good, there's quite a bit of plasticness going on there. So for me, And as much as I do like Georgia way more than others would, I just know it's not going to qualify simply because it's standing out in too much of a bigger crowd. It's so cliche. Sorry, Georgia, you're not qualifying. And the final non-qualifier in this case is Latvia. It's in a relatively good position, but it's so squashed in amongst really good qualifiers in the second semi-final, or the second half of the second semi-final even. So I reckon Latvia will be pushed out of there. So yeah, that's my eliminated, and of course right there, my top 10 qualifiers, or the qualifiers I think, for the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest second semi-final in all its fine gloriness. And with a click of the fingers, off his sods off. So that's what I think, but please do let me know what you think. What are your 10 qualifiers for the second semi-final? Who do you think is going to qualify? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Regardless, smash that like button as hard as you can. And of course, if you want to subscribe to more of my Eurovision related content goodness, then smash the subscribe button right down there, hard as you can. And if you want to see a little place of all of my reactions for this year's contest, click there. And if you have subscribed, then please ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodaloo!